Welcome, my present or my future Action Principles champions. I'm Bill Fitzpatrick from BillFitzpatrick.com, founder of the American Success Institute, and honored to be your teacher on your wonderful journey to success. Action Principle number 9, make today special. From the Bible, Psalm 118-24. This is the day that the Lord has given us. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today, right now, this is our life. It's not tomorrow. Let us live today. Let us make the most of today. Action principle number 9. Well, how do I make today special? You know, there was a movie a couple of years ago called Groundhog Day. It was kind of a comedy/horror movie starring Bill Murray. Now, he was the main character, and he would wake up every morning, and it was the same day over and over again. Yet, how many average people actually live lives like Groundhog Day and become victims of this routine? Every day it's the same. It's the same route to work. It's the same morning coffee. It's singing the same faces, doing the same things. And this routine becomes day after boring day. Is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday? Is it May? Is it October? Is it 10 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon? I don't know. Does it matter? Days blend into weeks, into months, into years. Too many people end up old and depressed with more regrets from their lives than joys, wondering, what happened? What happened to my life? Yes, there is comfort and security in the sameness of routine, but routine can block people from taking the risks. And as we know, you have to be able to assume a certain amount of risk as you move from average to extraordinary and successful. So this action principle is asking us to, come on, let's make our lives exciting. Let's shake things up a little. How do I make my day special then? Well, we have to do something. We have to plan to make the day special. We aren't average people content to just sit back and to just see what life brings us. We go out and meet life. We are Action Principles champions. We are men and women of action by definition. Yes, go back to that psalm. We begin our days with an enthusiasm for life. Be alive. Go out, feel the sunshine or the rain on your face. Look up at the stars. Smell the ocean. Notice the beautiful girl's face. Watch the squirrels playing on the ground. You don't just exist. You're a part of this. You live. Rain, snow, sleet, night, day, warm, cold. You're glad to be alive, and you soak up all that life has to offer, the wonder of living. If you begin your day by reading something inspirational, such as your action principles, you're off to a very good start. Then, if you take your 20 minutes of quiet time, then you can plan on making today not just like any other day. I suggest that you write your daily to-do list and that you include 4 items or categories on that list. Those would be a must-do, something that's challenging, some kind of a selfless act that you're doing for others, and then finding some way to spoil yourself. All right, we all have our must-dos every day. What is the one thing or the few things that you have to get done? Now, these can be mundane tasks, but, well, you got to do them. You got to go to the dry cleaners. You got to order new supplies at work. You write them down, get them done as soon as you can, check them off. Next, we should be thinking every day about something that is challenging for us to do. And it could be different for each of us. Maybe something challenging for you to get ahead in your career is, you resist. I hate making cold calls. Okay, so you challenge yourself. Maybe you make 5 cold calls. Maybe you've been putting off having to reprimand a poorly performing employee, will you do that? Maybe for you it's been hard to stick to your diet. Maybe it's hard, it's a challenge to get up and to get to the gym. Will you do that? Maybe you're looking at your life and you're saying, geez, I'm spending 4 or 5 hours a day watching television. That's what average people do. So it's a challenge for you to say, no, I'm only going to watch 2 hours of television today. I'm really going to enjoy those 2 hours. You know you. You don't lie to yourself. You man up. You go out, you know what you have to do, and you do it. It's also important, because of the people who we are, self-improvement and service to others, that we think about helping others. Now, the helping others one day could be a big thing. It could be volunteering somewhere. It could be stopping in a nursing home to hand out some candy or to talk to a lonely person. It could be having lunch with somebody who other people avoid. Maybe it's sitting down and you know that there's a community problem and you write a letter to the editor of the local newspaper or an email. Or it can be something small. You can even say a prayer for someone, or you can send an e-card, or you can pick up the phone and call someone who you know you're being in contact with them would be something that's very important. Now, lastly, I'm going to ask you to do every day, spoil yourself. You're out, you're working hard. You deserve to be spoiled a little. And again, for each of us, this could be something different. Maybe you say, I just love to go to the mall on the way home for a half hour and just walk around and look at the shoes, or, whatever it is for you. Maybe you're a woman, you want to go home and take a hot bubble bath. Maybe you want to sit down, light a fire if you can, read a good book. Maybe you like to work in your workshop. So this is your time. You spoil yourself. You manage that time. You go down and you do that. Maybe it's sitting there and relaxing and, enjoying a nice glass of wine. How will you spoil yourself? But you plan for this to happen. You do what needs to be done. You challenge yourself. You help someone, and you enjoy. The result? Well, you know the result. It's the action principles. It's purpose, passion, prosperity, and peace in your life. You make this happen. You don't just sit back and hope it. You make this happen. Go out and live your life with enthusiasm. Yes, this day is special, and every one of your days are going to be special. I'm Bill Fitzpatrick, and I'll be back shortly with our next action principle number 10. Record your thoughts. Until then, hurrah, let's go out. Let's do it.
Thank you for listening. For more information on Bill's work, the Action Principles, and the American Success Institute, please visit billfitzpatrick.com.